where do we set up camp?
Bill, this will be fine. But I gotta warn you, as soon as Tad gets home, I'm kicking you out.
I know where I stand.
Okay. I'm just gonna go up and check on the boys, all right, before we start?
Yeah, take your time.
Finally. You certainly took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I must be working too hard, Jason, because where I'm standing, you look exactly like Liza.
Sudden change of plans.
Yeah, I guess. Ever heard of a phone? It's a nifty little gizmo, cuts way down on the surprise factor.
You know, it's kind of lonely out here. Why don't you invite me in, and I'll explain. Traveling here took longer than I thought. Traffic was brutal.
Why the switch?
Politics. Vanessa Decker made me promise I'd have a personal interest in this situation.
Why? We're booking a guest. We're not negotiating world peace.
Agents are agents.
Yeah, but this guy, Ben Larkin, doesn't seem like he's the type of celebrity that needs to be handled with kid gloves.
Dad, if we want this exclusive, we play it their way.
Fine, whatever.
Well, is that the voice of defeat?
No, that's the voice of confusion.
Well, it'll all be clear tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Did I miss something?
Vanessa wants to have breakfast with all of us to finalize the plans. I mean, just think, if we get this coverage on the wedding for the Cutting Edge, we're going to blow all the other talk shows.
But tomorrow?
Well, I do it now, but it's not my call. You've got a problem?
No. No problem.
Those days I feel like I'm shortchanging school and Tad and the kids.
Wait, are you kidding? Doesn't he know how lucky he is?
Well, speaking of my lucky husband, you know, he should be home very soon.
Oh, you know, once they start on business.
They?
He and Liza could go on forever.
Tad's in New York. Liza's here.
No, she's up there, too.
No, she's here. I just saw her at the Valley Inn. She was having dinner with Marion.
Right. But, you see, she got a call from an agent in New York about a meeting tomorrow with her client. Another one that Tad's going to book on the Cutting Edge. So, you know, these things always change at the last minute.
Well, they certainly do.
Oh, come on, Dixie, don't buy into that dirt.
What dirt?
You know, what people say.
What do people say?
Forget it. Let's just get back to the book.
No. Come on. I'm curious.
Well, it's just stupid stuff, you know, studio gossip. Well, you know, that Tad and Liza having had a thing once.
Well, yeah, they were kids.
It's true?
Jason, come on. It was years ago. I mean, everybody has old romances. It's old news.
Well, I guess it doesn't bother you. I mean, you know, people like to dish their bosses all the time. As long as you're okay with it.
In the future, it's just that I would appreciate a little warning, that's all.
Sorry. But as my mother says, that's showbiz, darling.
Oh, man. I promised Dixie that I'd be home, so...
Oh, I didn't realize you were in a hurry to leave.
Oh, well, gee, Liza, see, if it comes down to another crummy night in this stupid hotel or being at home with my wife and family, I'm gonna have to choose door number 2.
Well, hey, look. The breakfast meeting's not until 7:30. You could leave now, come back at dawn, be here, and have some time there.
Yeah, and if I'm lucky, I could even catch 40 winks in between.
Just be sharp. You're no good to me passed out in your oatmeal. So what's the verdict? Home and hearth or hotel?
Man, according to this guy Larkin has sowed enough wild oats to fill up the entire state of Kansas.
Yes, girl in every city, wild parties, trashing hotel rooms.
Just your average all-American boy.
Mm-hmm. But remember, we're interviewing the new and improved Ben Larkin. In love, stable, a one-woman man.
And the fact that one woman is tied into 50 million of Daddy's bucks doesn't hurt anything at all, does it?
Well, hey, when you're going to be tied down, you might as well be tied down in solid gold chains.
I like the idea.
Remember, the interview is about the image, not reality. And you have a lot in common, you know. Girls in every city, selling those wild
Don't
oats.
start. I hung up my cleats a long time ago, and you know it.
Well, for a wink and a smile, my mother'd be glad to stroll you down memory lane.
Ah, yes. Dear, dear Marion. A seemingly bottomless pit of...
Lust?
Yes, that's the word. Amazing woman.
Yes.
Where does your mother get her energy anyway?
Aerobics, 3 times a week.
Ah.
Her instructor, 4 times a week.
Whew, so that's how she keeps her girlish figure, huh?
Yes.
I suppose it's true. You know what they say? You end up laughing about anything. Which makes you and me living proof. Excuse me. Ted Martin.
Hi. I wasn't sure I'd find you there.
Oh, honey. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. I was going to call you earlier, but I forgot. We got sidetracked.
You almost done?
Well, we're tying up a couple of loose ends. Liza's here with me. Apparently, the celebrity we're negotiating with demands star treatment, so she came up.
What time will you be home?
Well, that's it. I'm not going to be able to get back tonight, honey, because we got a breakfast meeting first thing tomorrow.
Ted, I just thought that we might have some time, you know?
I know, honey, but look, you know, if it was up to me, I would spike this guy's overinflated ego and run back to you in a second. But I can't. I'm sorry. I am. Are you going to be okay with this?
Why don't we just talk about it when you get home, okay?
Don't do that, honey. Please don't do that, because you know as well as I do, all that's going to get me is an evening awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering what's going through your beautiful mind.
I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's changed.
Nothing's changed. Why?
Well, that's kind of my point. I mean, before when you were working for Orsini, we kind of caught each other between red eyes, and now it kind of feels like you spend more time with Liza than you do at home.
Dixie, I had no control over this.
Really?
Honey, come on. Here, just... Look, you know, if it was up to me, I would much rather be home with you in bed right now than in this stupid hotel room. I mean, come on, you know you can trust me. Where's this coming from?
Liza, I don't trust.
What is it, honey? I can't... Static. You know something? The phone lines in this stupid hotel are worse than the plumbing. Honey, you still there? I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Never mind, okay?
Honey, just hang on for a second. It'll clear, I promise. Okay? Just...
Chad, honey, I'll talk to you later then, all right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, that sounds wonderful, honey. Yeah, I love you too. Good night.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fine.
Good. Well, look, we need to go over the standard agreement. But, oh, wait, I need to get my notes from the conversation I had with Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Will be right back?
I'll be here.
I won't be long.
so much for time management. Yeah, hi, this is Tad Martin in 235. Would you please connect me to Liza Colby's suite, please? Hell is it?
I.e., the rule of many.
Okay, break time.
And he's gonna concentrate on chapter 10.
Yeah, and I'd much rather concentrate on you right now. Come on. Talk to me.
Well, I don't know. I just thought, Tad would be home.
Well, I told you. Look, why don't I just split? We can do this another time.
No, it's okay. I mean, might as well study all night now.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that late. Besides, I could use some adult company. I'd like to just maybe put down the books for a while and just talk,
Sure. Pick a subject. Any subject.
I don't know, why don't we talk about you?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you don't tell me very much about yourself or your family.
Define family.
Well, nuclear family, extended family.
Well, try non-existent family. My folks just sent me a postcard saying that they probably wouldn't be in for Thanksgiving this year.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's the third year in a row, and they'll probably breeze in town soon enough to give us a Christmas check.
Must be hard.
I'm actually okay with it, but Kevin spends way too much time alone. I'm always at the studio or school, and no matter how hard I try, I can't be everything.
I know what that's like. When my mom died, Will, my brother, and I, we really took care of each other. And sometimes it got pretty scary.
Don't you ever just get tired of being responsible? I mean, what if I were to screw up and Kevin were to really get in trouble?
Well, that's what friends are for. You pick up the phone, call somebody. That's what I'm here for.
Thanks, Dix. I will.
Who is it?
You mean who isn't? It's Tad.
Oh, come in.
I don't know what you think you've been doing, but I've been sitting down there waiting for the...
Well, I was rushing around and, I don't know, I got ink on my dress. I don't get it out now. I'm never going to be able to wear the dress again. Sorry, this isn't exactly the latest in executive wear, but I didn't expect you to come up here. I hope you're not embarrassed. Is this making you uncomfortable?
That'd be Tad. Hello? No? Yeah, you have the wrong number. It's okay.
You thought he'd call back?
Yeah. Well, Junior's been having these nightmares lately. He's kind of been tossing and turning. I forgot to tell him.
Oh, that's too bad. I mean, Tad left Orsini to spend more time with you and the kids.
Yeah, but he also wanted a lot more challenges, and the cutting edge is certainly that, despite being a little time-consuming.
Well, with a boss like Liza Colby, it's amazing that any of us have any life outside of that studio. You know, she cracks her whip and we jump. Well, hey, you know, with charisma like hers, you just inspire excellence.
Charisma. Inspire excellence, my goodness. Maybe she should go into politics.
Well, Dix, you know that I don't buy into that studio gossip, but, you know, you've been watching that phone. I mean, what are you so worried about Tad and Liza being alone in New York for? What do you think might happen?
Well, I know this isn't exactly the latest in executive wear, but I wasn't expecting company. And I hope you're not embarrassed. Ted? Am I making you uncomfortable?
No, not at all. Not a bit. But then again, I'm the one standing around in my underwear.
Well, you don't happen to have any clever ink-removing techniques, do you?
No, I don't. But if you're feeling cold, there's probably a hotel bathrobe in the closet. Yeah, no, closet. It's right there.
You are uncomfortable. Really, Dad, women wear less than this at the beach.
We're not at the beach. Where are the notes?
You know all this bit about being awkward. Maybe it's not discomfort. Maybe it's deja vu.
I don't think so.
Really? What's so terrible about remembering our past?
I mean, Tad and Liza are at the beginning of a working relationship. I mean, things are bound to calm down eventually. What, you don't think so?
Look, I know Miss Colby. Keeping the pressure cranked all the way up is her style.
He's probably having another dream. I'll be right back, okay? I mean, unless you have to leave.
No, I'll be here.
Okay, thanks.
Really, Tad, the last thing in the world I'd want to do is make you feel uncomfortable.
Glad to hear it. I'll just review these.
Does your mother still hate me?
Which one?
Ruth. I mean, I already know Opal does. She's never forgiven me for those stupid schoolgirl pranks I played on your sister Jenny, God bless her soul.
Don't talk about Jenny.
I'm just feeling kind of sentimental. I mean, don't you remember when we used to cut
Liza,
class?
I don't want you to think I'm being rude or anything, but I really think you're wasting your time here. See, the fact is I had a pretty serious accident, a bad fall about a few years back. And, well, it's the damnedest thing, because ever since that accident, I have a hard time remembering things that happened before 1992.
It was a dark and stormy night, 1983. I was a sweet, naive, inexperienced girl masquerading as a young, intelligent young woman, and you were Tad. Cad.
Well, like I said, 1983 is very dim and very, very faded. And considering everything that's happened and where we are now, I, for one, vote we keep it that way.
Really, knowledge is power. You taught me that. You also taught me a few other things. After all, you were my first lover. Everything I know now, I learned from you first.
Liza, I don't think that either one of us stands anything to gain from some dangerous little detour down memory lane.
Danger. My mother's favorite aphrodisiac.
You're not going to bring Marion into this, are you?
No, Teresa Crowd.
Good. Okay.
My mother never really understood you the way that I did. To me, then, you were everything. You really don't remember that?
No.
The first time we made love, we were here in Manhattan. You had a brief modeling career with your sister Jenny, and you just kept after me, trying to seduce me until finally I let you. Over and over, all night long. Too bad you forgot. You introduced me to love. And knowing me, I probably even forgot to thank you.
Well, knowing me, I probably didn't thank you either.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Any details you'd like for me to fill you in on?
No, fine. I can, just imagine. I mean, well, hormone levels were high back there in the 80s.
You know what? They've always been high. Our relationship was a lot more than just sex. We had substance. In spite of the fact that you were quite a handful.
What were you? Piece of cake?
Oh, but I was young. I had a lot to learn. I had a really good teacher. What you lacked in patience, you more than made up for in technique. All things considered, you were a hard act to follow.
I have to ask you a favor.
Really? What?
May I use your phone?
Yes. I think a nightcap would do us both good. Make it champagne.
Jason, is that you? Did I dial the wrong number?
Tad, hi. Dixie and I are studying, and she's upstairs right now with Junior. Can I take a message?
Yeah, tell her that I'll try to be home tomorrow late morning, before lunch with any luck.
Okay, got it. Anything else?
Yeah. Tell her I'm very sorry that I didn't phone her back sooner. That's it.
Okay, no problem. Bye.
Was that Jason? Jason Sheffield? At your home with Dixie at this hour?
They share a couple courses at university. They're study buddies.
He's a very dedicated student.
Well, brace yourself, Liza. They've been known to stay up all night.
All-nighters. I remember those. Don't you think it's weird, though? I mean, the two of them in your house, the kids asleep. I mean, the husband is away. Two scholars poring over a very fascinating psych book.
Junior okay?
Yeah, he's just having a bad dream. He woke up and he saw some shadows on the wall and thought they were creepy things with big fangs and scales and that sort of thing. So we got out of bed, he looked in the closet, looked under the bed. Everything's okay.
Poor kid.
Yeah. Things have been rough for him since the summer, you know. That thing that happened at the lake. He thought he saw Jamie drown.
Oh. Well, I was bitten by a dog when I was his age. And then, I dreamt of wolves.
Poor baby.
Yeah. Well, I'd wake up screaming and calling for help, but nobody would come and calm me down. My brother Kevin, he dreamt of snakes.
Ew.
So, well, you know, I don't know anything about kids except how to be one, but I am a guy, and if Junior wants somebody to talk to, I'd be more than happy to go up there.
Well, that's very nice of you, but he's asleep already.
He misses Tad, doesn't he?
Yeah. But you know what? We should get back to studying, because we have had enough interruptions for one night. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm not bored.
Oh, good.
Oh, I've just been sitting here, reading.
So what would you like to be in the future? Do you want to be a producer like Pat?
Well, I'd consider teaching if the pay was decent.
The love of money is the root of all evil.
Tell that to your friend Michael Delaney.
Okay, ooh.
Speaking of, how are things? I mean, is Kevin getting better grades?
Well, you know, he works very hard, but he's not driven. Unlike some people that we know, the charismatic, inspirational Liza Colby. What is your particular definition of charisma?
Well, Dixie, if you think that, if you're worried that I think that Liza's more interesting than other women, well, like you, for example, she's not.
I'm not worried. I'm just curious, really. I mean, what makes your coworkers like her so much? Is it because she's just a big, hotshot hoo-ha in the business world, or is it something, I don't know, more personal?
I don't know. She just has this, I don't know what to call it, charm, maybe? Yeah, even when she's reaming you out for being late or losing the key to the bathroom, whatever, she never lets anyone forget that she's a woman.
Does she have anybody? I mean, did she leave anybody back in Connecticut, or is she too driven to have a personal life?
I don't know what her deal is, but from what I can tell, Liza Colby can have any man she wants.
If I had a bright young man with Jason's looks as my study buddy, I don't think I would have graduated college.
Good night, Liza.
You know, it would be sweet if it wasn't so sad. I mean, you and Dixie, you have this perfect relationship. You share everything, even major bouts of possessiveness.
Excuse me, but where is all of this suddenly coming from?
You had words with your wife, and you asked her if she trusted you, and I don't know, Dixie has possessiveness, and so do you. It was just observation. It's not a judgment or anything. It's actually a compliment. I mean, any woman who's married to Tad Martin would be fooled if she didn't keep her eyes open.
That's your idea of a compliment?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't every one of your marriages fall apart for the same reasons?
I'll see you first thing tomorrow, 7:30, in the dining room.
I guess you see a woman you want, and then you go for it. It's a pattern. It's a habit. You know, people don't change.
How would you know? Who asked you? I didn't invite you to come poking around in my private life, Liza. So until I do, you do me a favor. Stay out of it, or
You'll what? Sorry. Guess I hit a raw nerve.
yeah, I guess you did. See, Liza, here's the thing. For someone like me, who's wanted something all his life, something special, failed time and time again, you're finally lucky enough to grab the brass ring or hit the jackpot, you don't take it for granted. In case you can't read the subtitles, I'm talking about my marriage.
Oh. You're an expert.
Kind of. So next time you decide to go bouncing around in your underwear, making observations about me and my wife, by the way, you look great. Keep this in mind. I'm head over heels in love with Dixie, and I have been ever since the first time I laid eyes on her. We have an incredible life together. Kids, a home, a family that neither one of us would do anything to jeopardize. We love and trust each other, Liza, no matter what. We always will.
I'm happy for you. I honestly didn't want you to defend your marriage to me.
That's my point. It doesn't need defending.
I believe you.
Good. We're not perfect. Nobody is. We're both stubborn. We fight quickly, but luckily we make up quickly. And if I sound a bit defensive, it's because I've worked like a dog for this family. Dixie and I have both put everything we can into making it work. And nothing is going to destroy it.
Dad, really, I think that you misunderstood me. I'm sure your marriage is glorious. I never meant to imply anything else.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, don't be silly.
Dixie, the only reason why I went on about Miss Colby like that is just because I've never been around such a hot and powerful woman before. I mean, so to me, it's new and different. And look, if I made things worse, I'm sorry.
Come on, there's nothing to make worse. It's fine, okay? I'm the one that's asking all the questions. I'm just, I'm not interested in Liza per se. I find her type just kind of, intriguing.
You two are such opposites. I mean, she's this barracuda, and you're a...
A guppy.
No, you're an angelfish, a starfish.
Well, thank you, I think.
Dixie, you are an amazing woman. You're loyal, understanding.
Oh, you're really a good friend, Jason. Thanks. For being, so patient with me. I think this change of plans with Tad has just really thrown me for a loop,
I forgot. He called while you were upstairs with Junior, and I picked it up on the first ring.
Oh, what did he say?
He just said that he would try to be home tomorrow morning sometime, hopefully before lunch.
Oh, good. The phone's upstairs. We turn off, when the kids are asleep, so... Did he say that he was going to bed?
No, he just asked me to give you that message.
Oh.
Maybe he's in the shower.
Or Liza's room.
Well, sure. They're planning a strategy. She's a slave driver.
I'm not going to call her sweet. If I have to handcuff myself to the balcony, I am not going to call her hotel room.
Look, I am sorry that I forgot to give you his message.
You're sorry. My goodness, do you think my reaction could indicate a little insecurity? Well, here's what it's like to be human.
If only Miss Colby hadn't changed her plans. I'd be in New York instead of Tad, and you'd be here with your husband.